Shabbat Shalom. Thanks for joining us. We're very excited, and it's time for Hot Shabbat. And of course, we always begin with lighting the candles and then drinking the Shabbat juice and eating the challah. And when we light the candles, we cover our eyes. I'm not really lighting the candles because we want to make sure we're safe. Maybe your folks are lighting candles with you at home. You have to be careful because flame is something to be respected. But let's sing the bracha. Cover your eyes. Lahaligner shel Shabbat. We give thanks to God for candles. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshana b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahaligner shel Shabbat. I love having candles here. And I love having the Shabbat juice. Do you Shabbat juice at home? Borei pri hagafen. We give thanks to God for Shabbat juice. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. And now, gosh, you have challah at home? Challah can be just delicious. Oh, but you can use any bread. It doesn't have to be challah, it can be any bread. Ready for the hamotzi? Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for challah or bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Thank you for joining us. Do you know what this is? It looks pretty tall. Some of my friends who are tot-sized could probably even fit almost inside this box. Don't ever get inside a box unless mom or dad might be nearby just to supervise. But look how big this is. Pretty picture. What do you see there? You see that little hole? That's a slot. You know what this is? This is a Pushka. Do you remember the song Pinning the Pushka? We've got lots of Pushkas here. This is a blue Pushka. This is a golden and wooden Pushka. This is a Pushka shaped like a... Do you remember what that is? Of course you do. It's a dreidel. There are lots of Pushkas out there in the world. This is the world's largest Pushka, and we're happy that our friend David Smith brought us the world's largest Pushka. So, best song ever. Penny in the Pushka, penny in the pot. We give tzedakah just before Shabbat. Nickels, dimes, and quarters, anything will do. It's good to give tzedakah, it's what we need to do. Penny in the Pushka, penny in the pot. We give tzedakah just before Shabbat. Nickels, dimes, and quarters, anything will do. It's good to give tzedakah, it's what we need to do. And you can bring any container you want to any part of your house, and you can make it a Pushka. You put some money in. It's called tzedakah. And at a certain point in time, you and your family will make a decision of where to take this tzedakah. Tzedakah is special money. It helps animals. It helps people. It helps people who might be sick or animals who might be needing care or people who are hungry. It can help places, plants. There are all kinds of things that we can do with tzedakah. And on just before we're getting ready for Shabbat, it's called Erev Shabbat, which is right now, we think about making the world better. And I hope you have a Pushka at home. It might not be as big as this one, but it can be a beautiful Pushka. And you can decorate it. You can draw pictures on it, anything you want. And now, it's Friday. Some people, as you know, have been in school on the computer. Some people have been in school actually going to school. Some people have been at home and they want to go back to school in a building. This is Sammy Spider's first day of school. I'm thinking about going back to school. Maybe you're in school. Maybe you're going back to school. Sammy Spider was dangling from his web on the kitchen ceiling when he heard Mrs. Shapiro calling Josh. Josh, it's time to go to school. Can I go to school too? Sammy asked his mother. Silly little Sammy. Spiders don't go to school. Spiders spin webs. Sammy lowered himself on a strand of webbing and perched on the lunchbox near Josh's backpack. Don't forget your lunch, Miss Shapiro reminded Josh. Josh tucked his lunchbox into his backpack. He did not notice Sammy. Mrs. Spider sighed. I guess my little Sammy Spider is going to school after all. Inside the backpack, Sammy was a little scared. It's dark in here. I hope we get to school soon. We're here, announced Mrs. Shapiro. She pulled into the school parking lot. She helped Josh out of the car and walked him to his classroom. Boker Tov, that means good morning. Everybody welcomed each other. You're just in time for opening circle. Josh took his lunchbox out of the backpack and he put it in his cubby. He joined his classmates on the rug. Sammy climbed down quietly and followed. The children listened as Miss Sarah read a book. Then they showed the pictures. What do we have here? What are we talking about? Do any of you have any pets? I have a hamster, Jordan said. I feed him and help clean his cage. I have a dog. My dog likes to play catch with me, said Todd. My kitten purrs when I rub the back of her neck, giggled Shannon. Everyone took turns talking about pets. Why doesn't Josh tell them about me? Sammy wondered. It sounds like you already know something about an important Jewish value. Kindness to animals, the teacher told them. Josh, would you like to feed the goldfish today? She asked, and she handed him a small container of food. Then you can join your friends. Sammy watched Josh carefully sprinkle food into the fish bowl. A little bit fell to the floor, and Sammy tasted it. Yuck, he said. I'm glad I'm not a fish. It's a good thing children don't have 8 legs, Sammy said to himself, and he ran away as the children were bouncing all across the floor. He followed Josh to the easel. Josh put on a smock, picked up a large brush, and began to paint. A few drops of paint splattered onto Sammy's head. Oh no, I have to get this paint off. Hey Josh, please come help me, called Shannon, and she was making a tall tower of blocks. Sure, he answered, let's build together. Sammy continued to wipe off the paint, and he crawled over to watch. Suddenly, the blocks came tumbling down, and Sammy scurried away just in time. Near mess. The blocks almost clobbered him. At snack time, Miss Sarah gave each child a slice of banana and some animal crackers. Remember, being kind to animals is an important Jewish lesson. Wow, look at all these animals. After snack, it was time to go outside. They began to put birdseed in the bird feeder. Sammy watched Josh hang upside down on the bars. I can do that too, Sammy thought, and he dangled from a silky strand of webbing. The teacher smiled when Gabby picked up a snail and brought it to her. Sammy could not hear what the teacher said, but he saw Gabby put the snail back into the flower bed. Later he learned we're supposed to be kind to all animals, taking care of animals. When the children came inside again, Sammy crawled next to Josh. This time somebody saw him. A spider! Oh no! Step on it! Step on it! Leave it alone, said Josh. It can't hurt you. Don't you remember what Miss Sarah said? We have to be kind to animals. It's not an animal, it's a bug! Step on it, crush it! We need to be kind to all creatures, said the teacher. Josh picked up Sammy. Seeing the little spider crawl across his hand made the other children less afraid. Hey, you're holding him? Yes, I am. Can I hold him too? How about me? Can I have a turn? It's kind of fun. It's almost like tickling my hand when he crawls around. It's time to let the spider go, said Miss Sarah. Josh carefully carried Sammy outside and gently placed him on the ground. Goodbye, little spider, he whispered. Go home to your mother. The children washed their hands and they ate lunch. Sammy crawled back inside the classroom and climbed into Josh's backpack. That was close, he thought. I think I'd better stay here until school is over. On the ride home, Josh told his mother about the little spider. I'm proud of you, Josh, said Mrs. Shapiro. You helped your friends understand that we have to be kind to all animals. When Josh arrived home, he emptied his backpack. Sammy crawled out and hurried back to his web. "How was your day at school?" asked Mrs. Spider. "I made a lot of friends," announced Sammy. "They were very kind to me." "Will you go back tomorrow?" asked his mother. "Silly, Mommy. Spiders don't go to school. Spiders spin webs." Silly Mommy. Well, do you have animals at home? Do you have a pet? Maybe you take care of your pet or someone else's pet. And sometimes an animal might get into your house. It might be a little scary, but maybe you or your mom or your dad can help chase it out. Just last week, we had a lizard come into my house. I was very careful. I kind of caught it in a little box, and then I took it outside because I didn't want to kill it, of course. My wife reminded me we have to take care of animals of all types. That's a very important Jewish idea. And you may not realize this, but believe it or not, people are animals too. And your moms and dads are taking care of you. This is the best part for me of Tat Shabbat. Stand close to your mom or your dad or both, and they're going to say special words of love. It's called a bracha, a blessing. And if you can be patient, they might put their hands on your shoulders or on your head. For boys, we say, Yisimcha Elohim Ke'Ephraim v'Che-Menashe. May God make you the way God made Ephraim and Menashe. For girls, we say, Yisamech Elohim Kesara, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah. May God make you the way God made Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And for both boys and girls, we say, Yevarechacha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and watch over you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God turn to you with the closeness of God's own face. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God be close to you, and may God bring you peace. And now you can hug your mom or your dad. They can hug you, because love and showing love is an important part of Shabbat, actually every day of the week. And now we say, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, yada da 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 da, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat 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 shalom, Oseh shalom bimromav, Yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imro, imro, amen, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, ve'imro amen. This is a sign for shalom. You kind of hold your hands, and then you bring your hands out like this. It's kind of like a circle. This is shalom chaverim, shalom chaverim, shalom, shalom, lahitraot, lahitraot, shalom, shalom, shalom chaverim, shalom chaverim, shalom, shalom, lahitraot, lahitraot, shalom, shalom. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for bringing your house and who you are into our shul. it adds something to our lives to know that you're bringing your house and who you are into our shul. Shabbat shalom. May God be close to you and know that we love you. Bye for now.